Bronxnet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of Bronxnet or the program underwriters.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Open, the show that opens up the Bronx and the world to you. Hey, I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS, your #1 station for R&B. I got a great show lined up for you. Just keep it right here. But first up, we'll take a look at the latest headlines with our Monday morning highlights. Then, the Kingsbridge Riverdale Van Cortlandt Development Corp has published a restaurant guide. We'll show that to you in a little while. And we'll tell you more as Executive Director Tracy Sheldon joins us. Also, radio and television personality Kev Lawrence is in the house, and he's here to tell us all about the first annual back-to-school event at PS 87, and he's going to give us the scoop on what's going down in the playground and how to get around and how to get involved, too. Plus, we'll tell you about a free universal pre-kindergarten. It's a wonderful program that caters to the cultural fitness and educational needs of your children. And finally, stylist and makeup artist Ty-Ron Mayes is here to talk about life, his life and career. So stay tuned, all this and more headed your way because we are now officially open. Has dressed some of America's most beloved celebrities like Mariah Carey, my girl, Diane Kruger, and Heidi Klum. He styled numerous magazine covers for international editions of Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, and Elle magazine. And now he's here on our set to tell us more about himself and what he's been through. And maybe how you can get made up too. Ron.
Ty-Ron.
Ty-Ron.
Yes.
I can't go short, huh?
No, you can't shorten it. My mom and dad, they did it to me. So
yeah.
I've always said that my name is Ty-Ron, but Tyrone, I can always cash his check. So. Not a problem. So it's great to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. And how do you get to do Mariah Carey's makeup? How did it come to that?
You know, well, actually, I did the styling for her with it was the Rainbow album cover.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of a fluke. We were working together on that project, and she decided not to do the glamorous gowns that we had selected. So I pretty much was working on the team with David LaChappelle and Patti Wilson, and I was sent with an emergency with a car to drive into the city and get everything white because she wanted to be fresh, young, and really hot. So that's how I got a chance to actually put the whole thing together in a matter of an hour. Right. So I was back in the day before, no phone zone. I was on my cell phone driving, making appointments, and pulled it all together in an hour. Yeah. And that's how we got this beautiful cover that is very iconic now.
Now, she can change things on a drop of a dime.
All of the divas, they always kind of, you never can 100% second guess them. They're always looking to do what's next. And sometimes what's next happens right now, you know?
Right.
Yeah, so.
So how's it working with some of these professionals in the business?
It's fantastic. It's always a pleasure. I've always walked out with having a great experience. There's been some nightmares, but you know, like any nightmare, you always go to sleep and you find another dream later on. So it's a pleasure. Each person has a really individual style and needs, and you know, we never really kiss and tell in the business, but we want to make sure that our women are always taken care of.
You can give us some juicy stuff here.
Oh no,
it's not the Wendy Williams show, but
yeah, exactly. I would like to continue working, so we don't kiss and tell.
I understand. That's
exactly.
Right.
So yeah, putting the looks together really is tailored for each woman. And sometimes you want to go against what their personality is just to keep people excited. So in particular, Michelle Rodriguez, who we all know from Avatar and many other movies like Girl Fight, you know, she has kind of a tomboy edge to her. And I was the first person to put her in beautiful gowns and diamonds, and you know, and now she's really got the look together, and she's always on the red carpet looking glamorous. So it's always
She wanted that tomboy look, though, and just switch her up just a little bit.
Yeah, and I think she understood that once you make that jump, that leap into being an A-list Hollywood actress, you know, you have to play by the game.
Of course.
You got to put on the heels, you have to put on the tight dresses, and you have to remember what you are wearing.
All right, let's rewind a little bit. Let's talk about you. How did you get involved in this? What made you want to get involved?
Oh, gosh. It was a hobby. that turned into a career that I was very lucky to fall into. I have
Well, how did the hobby look?
Well, it was, my father was an ex-model, you know, and he had a very quick career because he had me and he had to feed me. So in the industry, it's very hard to start making a lot of money early on. But eventually we started doing things like little shows for my church, and I wound up doing some fashion shows for David Dinkins when he was the mayor, things like that. And then eventually, while I was in college still, I was studying something completely different, which was pre-law. I was going to be a lawyer. Right. While I was in college, I kind of was having these moments where I was on photo shoots and doing magazine layouts, but I really didn't take it that seriously.
So you was getting pulled through it, but didn't know exactly where it was going to go yet.
Exactly. And then eventually, by the time I decided I would be a stylist, it was pretty much maybe 3 or 4 years down the line, and I had a full portfolio that was just published all around the world. So I just kind of went along with the flow, and eventually, you know, the career happened.
What's good about it and what's bad about it?
Well, there's a lot of perks being in the industry because one thing, you look good all the time. You have to. And the bad thing about the industry is that a lot of times you have to travel a lot. So people think that this is such a glamorous industry.
That's all they see.
Yeah, but you know, you don't see the turbulence in the plane, and you're praying to God that you land, and, you know, or being always in a hotel by yourself. So, you know, there's little things about that.
A lot of loneliness.
Exactly, but thank God for Skype. You know, we can all stay in touch and see our friends and things like that. So that really keeps your spirits up.
That's good. That's good. That's
good.
So what's next?
What's next is, well, Fashion Week is going to be happening in about, I guess, 10 days. September 9th to 15th is Fashion Week. And it's very exciting because we're going to be at Lincoln Center this time. So no more Bryant Park. That's over. The contract is done. And now Fashion Week is going to Lincoln Center. So it's going to be a new venue. It's going to be a whole new ball game. And we get a chance to really see what fashion is going to be, how it's going to be reinterpreted for the new decade that's now coming up. So as of next week, it's going to be spring 2011 for us. So we always work very ahead of time, much further ahead of time than normal.
Did you bring some pictures?
Yeah, we have some images that may pop in. I kind of made sure that I did have pictures so you can see some of the incredible women that I worked with.
And there you go, right there.
Oh yeah, those are some of my covers that I've done, my Vogue covers, and there's little Tyra Banks up there in the corner, and Heidi Klum, and, you know, of course we see Oprah popping up.
Yeah, she's over in the corner.
You can't forget this. So yeah, I've gotten a chance to really work with some of the fashion's best and greatest icons in the business. As well as having a dual career, I got a chance to do makeup for different publications as well, and I worked with Destiny's Child when they were all together, and I did some dates on the Survivor tour, and I can go on and on and on about, you know, my makeup expertise and the people I was been able to grace. But what I really love is my new field that I'm pushing is my journalism, which is I've gotten a chance to interview like some incredible fashion icons like Oscar de la Renta, Custo Barcelona, this hip new team called the Blondes, and you have to just Google them. They're incredible. They're dressing everyone from Rihanna to Beyonce, and they have these incredible crystal dresses and spikes and things like that. So I get a great chance to sit down and kind of play like you do, and find these incredible artists and really get to find out the way they think and how they put their collections together and how it affects the rest of the world.
Our producer Marcy can use something like that on our segment, or we create your own segment.
Well, you know, I would love to come back after Fashion Week because I can give you a rundown on what's going to be happening and what women are going to wear for next season.
Are we allowed to bring our cameras in there and watch you work?
Well, I don't know. I think
if we just focus on you, probably, not the rest of.
Maybe what we'll try to figure out what the deal is.
The curtain and stuff like that.
Definitely not. You don't want to get sued or anything like that. But yeah, I can definitely give you a rundown on what's going on for the next season, and it'd be a pleasure to come back and.
No, I mean, I hosted a lot of fashion shows,
Right.
and they let you go back then, and, you know, they don't care. They're getting
Yeah, you
ready.
gotta-
They're working.
Right, exactly.
They could be naked or just
gotta
have
work out the
underwear.
paperwork to
Yeah.
get back there. But once you get back there, there's a whole entire team of people that are photographing stuff and
Yeah, yeah.
documenting fashion. And the girls are just, they're uninhibited. They're there to work.
So this is about you, right?
Yeah, that is actually my card, and I put that card together so this way people can see my covers, they can actually see a bio and my pictures on the inside, so you can put a name and a face together, because a lot of times we just become credits in a fashion layout. And I really wanted to join the two and become more of a fashion personality, so people really do know that I do exist and it's not just a name.
This is wonderful. I think you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you very
Now,
much.
For the people who are watching and they want to get into maybe get a stylist or get a makeup artist or get somebody to do some of this for them,
Yeah.
what can you do briefly for them, for a person watching? What can you do for them?
Well, normally it just depends on the kind of clientele. A lot of people need help with how to structure their wardrobe, in which you can really go in there and just grab a piece and don't have to spend an hour putting things together. So I think a lot of times if you just get naked, pull everything out, try everything on. Whatever does not fit and doesn't work for you, get rid of it, toss it, donate it,
Throw
you
it
know,
away. Yeah.
you pass it on, pay it forward, you know, and really start to rebuild your wardrobe that can be functional for you and
Sounds
for
good.
any kind of aspect that you have to do. Whatever function there is, you should be able to have something beautiful to wear.
There you go. Ty-Ron Mayes, thank you so much. Fashion and stylist
you.
editor. This is his stuff. Give me a website, give me a
And
number.
look out for my book. It's coming next year. It's going to be on style. You're going to see all my techniques and how I get the big look together and polish up your pretty. So you can find me on www.wtmanagement.com or www.tyron.maze.com.
There you go. Thank
Yes.
you, Ty-Ron.
Thank you
All right,
very
you got to
much.
come
It's a
back
pleasure.
again. A lot of
I
good
look
information,
forward to
too.
it. Thank
That's
you.
all the time we have for today's show. Many thanks to all of our guests for stopping by and to you, our viewers, for tuning in and checking it all out. If you want to be a part of the show, check out the Recablecast tonight at 5 p.m. and then again at 10 p.m. And you can watch anytime online at Bronxnet.org. Just go in there and look for it. Punch up Open and you got it, all right? Be sure to check out an all-new episode of Open Wednesday with Darren Jaime highlighting the latest in news and politics. Remember this, what you are is God's gift to you and what you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice. Let your choice control the choosing. I'll be on BLS tonight at 12. Tune me in, check it out. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from all of us here at Open. Have a great, safe, and enjoyable day. Love you all. Bye.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, very good, very good. So,
Cupid.